Here we go. All right, so factoring when a is not 1. So before, almost always, if you remember, standard form says ax squared plus bx plus c. Almost always before, our a value was equal to 1. Well, now it's not. It's bigger than 1. But we're still going to check for the same kind of thing. So I need to check for a greatest common factor first. And as I look at these, I see my smallest coefficient is what? 2, right? So then you check all the other numbers. Is 2 divide into 3 evenly? No. And it doesn't for 9 either. Do I have an x in all of those terms? No. So we're not doing GCF. Second is going to be difference of 2 squares. We haven't learned that yet. We're going to get to that later that's going to be after Thanksgiving. 3, we're using the x, okay? So anytime you have a trinomial, if you've checked for a greatest common factor first and you don't have one, you're going to the x. So let's create our x. At the top part of this x, I still have, and I'm looking for a times c and b on the bottom. Okay? A times c and b on the bottom. So, Bear, what is a times c that I'm going to put on the top part of that x? Do you know? What's my a value? 2. And what's my c value? -9, right? This is a. This is c. 2 times -9 is -18. My b value is what? What's my b value, guys? -3, right? So it is just the same as what we've been doing before. And as you think of -18, you've got 1 and 18, 2 and what's the other factor with 2? 9. You've got 3 and 6. How about 4? Please put that away. Please. Can you just put it in the bag? Please. 4, is that a factor? How about 5? No. So this is it. The fact that this is negative means that your larger factor is also going to be negative. So this is negative, and this is negative. Which pair of these add up to -3? Yeah, this one right here. So it is 3 and -6. So I am going to rewrite this trinomial down here at the bottom as a 4-term factor. I'm going to keep the first term, 2x squared. I am going to change that middle term, -3x, into these two added together. So that's plus 3x minus 6x. And the last part is -9. That's the third. That stays the same. Okay, is everybody with me? We got 4 terms. We are not going to combine these. I had somebody combine those back together and say, oh, that's -3x. We don't want to do that. We want to factor by grouping. So group the first 2 together and group the second 2 together. Okay? So 2x squared plus 3x. What is the greatest common factor, EJ, of 2x squared plus 3x? Does 2 divide into 3 evenly? No. An x, yeah. I can take out an x, right? So that's your greatest common factor. Bring that out front. When you take out 1x, what do you have left from that first term? What else? You have this 2, right? So we have 2 times x. right? You had two x's, you took one away, you also have this 2, plus x divided by x, that cancels out. I have a 3. All right? Over here, negative 6x minus 9. I have a negative value here, so I am going to factor out something that's negative. Does 6 divide into 9 evenly? No. What's the next largest factor of 6? 3. Does 3 divide into 9 evenly? Yes, so it's going to be negative 3. So we're dividing by negative 3. Negative 6 divided by negative 3 is 2. I have this x, bring that down. And negative 9 divided by negative 3 is positive 3. Hey, I have that same factor for both terms. That's a good thing. That gets pushed out in front. So that is 2x plus 3. And when I divide or factor that out, what do I have left? I have x minus 3. And there it is. Same process, we're just adding one little thing where a is no longer just equal to 1. Is that making some sense? Same kind of thing, right? Any questions on that? Question? Which two? Where are we at? Right here? Over here? Why did I take the 2 out? Or why did I put it here? Oops. At the bottom. This 2. Right here. Ugh, I get too close. Because, do you understand how this is 2x plus 3? And you understand how this is 2x plus 3? So that becomes your greatest common factor of both this term and this term. So because it is common, those get pulled out in front as the one greatest common factor of those two terms. And then what you have left is the other term here, x, and minus 3. I don't know if that makes any more sense, but because it is common to both, that's why I can pull it out in front. Okay? All right. Thanks for asking. Okay, let's go to the top of the next page. Example 2. We're going to factor 5x squared plus 16x plus 3. What do I always need to check for first? GCF. Hey, when in doubt with this chapter, you could say GCF almost like all the time, and you'd be right 50% of the time. Okay? So, greatest common factor. I have a 5, I have a 16, and a 3. My smallest number or coefficient or constant is 3. Does 3 divide evenly into 5 or 16? No. We know we're not doing difference of 2 squares, so we are on to the x. The x. All right, so the top part, a times c. The bottom part, b. So what is my a times c value here? Esme, what's going to go in the top part of the x? Not the x, just the a times c is 15. But you're right, it is 15. What's going to go on the bottom? Sherlyn, what's going to go on the bottom? 16. Wait a minute. That number is bigger than my top number. So do you know and remember which factors it has to be? It has to be 1 and 15. That's the only way that this would be bigger. Okay? All right, so let's rewrite this as first term, 5x squared. That stays the same. Middle two terms are these that we just found together. So plus 1x plus 15x. And my last term is the last term here, plus 3. So let's factor by grouping. You got 5. Sorry. You got 5x squared plus 1x. Think to yourself, what's my greatest common factor? Don't say it. Is everybody thinking it? Crystal, what do you think it is? What do they both have in common there? Just this first one. What do they both have? An x. So factor out an x, right? And when you take that x and divide it out, what do you have left from this first term? Monty, what do you think? No, not 25. What do we have left after we factor out this x right here? So we had 2 and we took away 1, so I have an x, but I also have that 5, right? Okay. And what about for the second term? Lens, what do I have? Yeah, plus 1. Way to go, Lens. Got ventriloquism over here. All right, plus I got 15x and 3. What's the greatest common factor of those two? 3. That's easy for me to say, not. So the 3 comes out in front. 15 divided by 3 is 5 with an x left over. And plus 3 divided by 3 is 1. You're doing the happy dance. You got the same factors here. Those are going to get pulled out in front. 5x plus 1. What do you have left? An x plus 3. That is your factorization. Well, what do we think? Not too bad, right? Okay. We got one more, and then I'm going to let you guys work on homework and see if I can help you with anything. Another trinomial where a is greater than 1. So 4x squared plus 4x minus 3. What's my smallest coefficient? Well, first of all, I should go through GCF. Do I have a greatest common factor? Well, let's see. I got 3. Does 3 divide into 4 evenly? No. Do I have an x in each term? No. So it's not that. We know it's not 2. Difference of 2 squares. So we are doing the x. All right. Lennon, do you know what goes in the top part of my x? It's a times c. What's my a value? Did you say what? 4? Yeah, good. What's my c value? Close. Negative 3. We got to look at the sign, right? And 4 times negative 3, class, is negative 12. So I'm looking at factors of negative 12 that add up to a positive 4. Since this is positive, that means the positive factor is going to be bigger because that's positive. So I got 12, negative, I got 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Do you know all your factors of 12 by now? I do. I need the larger factors to be positive. So this is positive, this is positive. Positive, positive, positive. This means this is negative. So which pair works? The middle pair. Negative 2, positive 6. Rewrite this. Rewrite this as 4 terms. Hey, are you with me? Come on. Who haven't I talked to? I think I've kind of talked with everybody. Lens, what are you thinking? You got a question? You gonna give me the 4 terms? What? If I want to rewrite this, how would I rewrite it? Oh, you've already got it. Okay, hang on. I'm only on this one. We'll get there. We'll get there. So, what's my first term in rewriting it? Anybody? 4x squared, right? That first term stays the same. What's my next 2 terms? Oh, gosh. Yes. Excellent. So these 2, let's put those in red. Minus, that's not red. Minus 2x plus 6x. And the last term, right, minus 3. So group those together. Da-dee-da, da-dee-da. What's the GCF of my first pair of terms? X and 2, because you can take a 2 out, right? So we divide by 2x. So you have to look at each one individually. You can't just say, oh, this section we do this every time. So 4 divided by 2 gives you 2. And x squared divided by x gives you x. Minus, what is 2x divided by 2x? Yeah, that simplifies to a 1. So that one is 1. Plus, you got 6x and 3. 6x and 3. What divides into both of those? 3, right? So factor that 3 out in front. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And you have an x left. Minus 3 divided by 3 is 1. And we're doing the happy dance. You've got those 2 that are the same. Factor that out in front. So that is 2x minus 1 times 2x plus 3. Okay? All right. What do you think about this so far? Show me your thumbs. Keep it in front of your body. Nobody else needs to know, like, if you're doing good. You think you're doing pretty good with this? Somewhere in the middle? Or, I don't know this at all. Is that, like, somewhere in there? Okay. Nobody's showing me their thumbs. What do you think? Sherlyn, what do you think? Somewhere in the middle? Okay. Some up. I don't see a lot of other thumbs. Somewhere, you're like, well, somewhere in here. Yeah. All right. We are done with the notes for today because we got to save some for tomorrow. All right. So take out